Hi, today is May 7th, 2023, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 750 for the year, Fountain. Make a right coming out of my place, and then another right at the corner, and walk down to the park, and you will see a fountain. My initial reaction upon seeing it for the first time, and the second, and the third time, and many times thereafter was, what the fuck is this? Last night I took a picture of it, and this morning I looked carefully at the photo. There's an eagle, and beneath that there's a lion, and beneath that there's I don't know what the fuck it is, but these are the closing years of the first quarter of the 21st century, so I can look that shit up. So I did. Poem number 751, Robert Ray Hamilton. The fountain is called Hamilton Fountain, and it's named for Robert Ray Hamilton, who was a member of the New York State Assembly and a great-grandson of the guy the musical is about. Hamilton had an inherited income that came from the father of his mother and not from the Hamilton side. And someone came along and was like, "Marry me, this is your baby," or something like that. So Hamilton married her, but the kid was not his child, and they got divorced. In 1890, he was found dead in Snake River in Yellowstone Park. Investigators said it was John Dudley Sargent what done the deed. Poem number 752, John Dudley Sargent. John Dudley Sargent was John Singer Sargent's cousin, and also probably a real rat bastard. He owned property with Robert Ray Hamilton, and they say John killed Robert to keep the property all for himself. And they say he let his first wife die rather than arrange that she get the medical treatment that she needed. Eventually he killed himself. He was a bad hombre, and Robert Ray Hamilton might have never gotten mixed up with him if it hadn't been for Evangeline Steele. Poem number 753, Evangeline Steele. Evil Steele met Robert Ray Hamilton in a brothel in Manhattan, and I guess he liked her a lot because he would come down from Albany on the weekends or when the state legislature wasn't in session, and he would get with her. Eva was married to a man named Mann, Joshua Mann. Don't worry, I got no poem about him. Joshua was like, "Let's go buy a baby at an illegal baby farm, and you can tell Hamilton the baby is his and he'll marry you, and we'll get some of those Hamilton ducats," which were actually, as I said, Ray ducats from Robert Ray Hamilton's mother's father, but what else? The plan worked, but then Eva had to go and stab the wet nurse, Mary Donnelly. Don't worry, I got no poem about her either. Eva got arrested, the story made the papers, and Robert Ray Hamilton's father said to his son, "Here's some more money, move to Yellowstone," which Robert Ray did, and it got him killed. Poem number 754, Schuyler Hamilton. Schuyler Hamilton was the grandson of Alexander and the father of Robert Ray and a Civil War general. When Schuyler found out that his son Robert Ray had left $10,000 to the city to build a fountain so that people might remember him, Schuyler was like, "Let him be forgotten." So ran a headline in the New York Times in April 1891, 9 months after Robert Ray died. Let him be forgotten. Schuyler died in March of 1903, and 2 months later, the Board of Commissioners for the New York Department of Parks approved the site for the Hamilton Fountain, practically saying, "In your face, Schuyler Hamilton," and then dropping the mic. Poem number 755, Hamilton Fountain. Warren and Wetmore designed Hamilton Fountain shortly before the firm designed their greatest hit, the Grand Central Terminal. The head of a fish spurts water into a seashell to represent the drowning of Robert Ray Hamilton. The water in the shell then flows into a lower trough. Above the fish is a version of the Hamilton family crest that looks like a dancing lion surrounded by 3 5-petal roses. Surrounding the crest are sedge, reeds, and cattails, which would have been found on the banks of the Hudson at that time, and they give the illusion of the whole fountain being pulled into the water, another reference to Robert Ray's death. And on top of that shit is an eagle, because why the fuck not? In an essay about the fountain, Bill Schaefer wrote that the eagle could be a metaphor for the Hamilton family, quote, either coming to rest within the bounds of earth or preparing to take flight towards the heavens. And the last poem of the day is poem number 756, Trough. I didn't think that this was where I'd be going today, down an internet rabbit hole, but fuck me, some of that shit was really interesting. Robert Ray wanted people and horses to have a fountain from which to drink, and over 100 years ago, people drank from the shell and horses drank from the trough. I don't know how many people thought of Robert Ray back then as they drank, and I doubt very much any of the horses did. But the next time I'm near the fountain, which could very well be today, I will certainly think of Robert Ray. All right, thank you. I appreciate you. This Thursday, Berlin, 25 Avenue A. New trout. The new trout. Was that fish a trout in the... Probably not. That would be crazy. Anyway, I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you.